right? You saw the title. I don't like women right now. And no, I'm not coming out as gay. I just don't have the time for women right now. I can talk to them and have a conversation with them. Like I don't have a problem having a conversation with a woman. That's not the issue. Problem is like it's a lot of work because women are like awkward.
Squared equals problem. But what does money squared also equal? Women. Women equals problem.
Do you love her?
Yes.
Are you willing to do whatever it takes to stay with her?
No.
I'm not tired. I'm not sick. I'm not disappointed in. I have no energy for women. I don't have energy for like a relationship. I'm talking about like a partnership is like we dating. I don't have the energy for dating, which is nuts. I'm gonna turn 21 in a couple of days. Oh my god. I'm gonna turn 21 in a couple of days and I have no energy for a relationship. It's not like I've been in a lot of relationships at the age of 21, but I've been in a good few situationships, and quite frankly, I don't have the energy to chase women. And for a long time, I didn't understand where that came from because there was a lot of men that was like, I don't have the energy to chase women right now. I don't know if it's gonna last forever, and I don't know if it's just a phase. But I went to the store, right? I walked up to the cashier. The cashier is like checking me out. Not checking me out as in looking at me, as in she's cashing up my stuff. So I should have said cashing up to begin with. She's cashing up my stuff, and I look across and I see this girl. She's coming down the aisle, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. She cute, and she goes to the cash register behind me because everything is in rows, and she's getting cashed up by the lady behind me, and the lady that's like bagging my groceries and whatever. She looks at me, and she's like, yo, can you see? And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's just like pointing with her eyes that homegirl's looking at me. I turn around and dead, this girl is staring at the back of my head, but whatever, right? She's looking in the back of my head, and I turn, and as I turn, I'm like, oh, in my head, obviously, I'm like, oh, okay, cool, you're looking at me, whatever. And I turn back, and now I'm looking back at the cashier, and I'm just like, I just shrug my shoulders. I'm like, I don't know. The cashier is just putting up like 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 the symbol that you make with your hand when you show a phone. Oh, just by the way, the kids that do like that do the phone thing and they like have their hand cupped up, I will literally have it on screen. The kids that do this thing, I don't understand them because everybody does like the phone thing, like the old school phone thing. Anyway, that is so random. That's such a random tangent. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, yes, standing at the store. So I was at the store. Like I said, the cashier just showed me that there's a chick looking at me. I'm not paying her any mind. I frankly do not care. I look back at homegirl and I'm like, I mean, she's cute, but do I have the energy to like try to like date you? Nah. So I get my bags, I put it in my cart, and she had like very few stuff. So we basically paid at the same time. I'm about to go out. I almost hit her with my trolley. I'm like, oh, so sorry. Didn't see you there. She's like, oh no, it's okay. I was like, okay, cool. And then I just walk. Like she's waiting for like some meet cute thing and I'm just walking. I don't care. Have you ever seen someone be defeated? Like, have you ever turned back and look at someone and they like defeated and you know you're the reason why they're feeling defeated? Because you just said, I don't care. But anyway, so I'm walking out of the store and I check back like once or twice. She looked at me and I look back, and when I look back, she looked down. And I was like, oh, homegirl is actually like looking at me. Cool. Anyway, I go to my car. I start packing my stuff in my boot. And lo and behold, she's parked like a car ahead of me, like a car next to me. Like it's me and then a car and then her car. And she's packing her stuff away. I actually say from my car, I say, oh, you got a nice car. And she's like, oh, you got a nice car too? I was like, nah, don't lie. It's a Renault Sandero. My car is great to me, but you don't have to lie. And she's like, no, your car is cool. And I was like, oh, cool. Anyway, sorry again for almost hitting you. She's like, oh, no, it's okay. I was like, okay, cool. I get in my car. I start the car. I put in a song. I don't know if she was trying to have a conversation, but it looked like she wanted to come up to me and tell me about the song I was playing. Oh, by the way, I was listening to Alina Baraz. Just white girl music. Okay, Alina Baraz isn't white girl music, but she's white and white girl music. White girl music is good. I'm sick of people saying that white girl music is not good. It's really good. And I'm starting to reconcile with the fact that I actually enjoy some Taylor Swift songs. In a very weird place right now with music because I didn't like Taylor Swift for a very long time. And this one time I was just scrolling through a bunch of white girl music and Taylor Swift kept popping up. And the thing is, every song that like came up, it played in my head and I knew the lyrics. And I was like, wait, do I actually just know Taylor Swift songs? This is insane. That is again random tangent. Back to it. So basically, I'm playing Alina Baraz, and it looked like she wanted to come up to my car and say something about the song. I roll down the windows because I always play my music out of the windows. Yes, I am that person. But if I'm playing music, you won't hear me unless you're standing next to the car. But my windows are rolled down. Anyway, so I'm pulling out. I'm about to leave. She doesn't get in the car. She's still standing outside. Again, she didn't have a bunch of stuff, so she could have really just thrown the stuff in the back seat and then got in her car and dipped. But she's messing around with her boot, what do other people call it? A trunk, a trunk, the space that you have in the back of your car. Anyway, so she's fiddling around there, and again, it's a Suzuki, right? It's a Swift. There is not a lot of space behind the seat space. Space behind the seat space. I'm trying to be inclusive. Don't fight me. But there isn't a lot of that space. So her fiddling around makes no sense. Anyway, she closes the boot as I'm about to leave, like leave. She turns back and looks in my car. I'm not looking at her, but like I can see her in my peripheral, looking in the car. Then it looked like she was about to say something. And I looked over to her, like I looked at her, and then she just waved by and I was like, oh. But like I did the awkward wave, like where I'm not smiling. I'm doing that weird half. I will put it on the screen. I'm doing that weird half smile thing, and I leave, right? And I get home, and my mom's like, "Oh, what took you so long?" I was like, "Some chick was pestering me." And she was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "This girl is trying to talk to me, and I clearly do not have the energy to talk to her. I don't know why she's trying to have a conversation. I just don't. I don't have the energy." And again, I don't hate women. Women are great, right? Wonderful human beings. They got a lot of love to give. I love women. I just don't have the energy for 'em. You know what I'm saying? Like being in and around women and being in and around women's spaces is draining. It's draining. I don't know why no one has ever said this to a woman to their face, but you're draining. You take all the energy that I had stored up when I went to bed and you waste it on whatever thing is plaguing your mind right now. Maybe I'm just sick of women around my age. Maybe I need to start dating MILFs. I don't know. Nah, that sounds like a lot of work. Now I gotta find things that we bond over, and I gotta keep a conversation going. No one ever talks about this. Women are really awkward. So because women are awkward, it's like awkward to keep a conversation going with them unless like you're good friends. You ever keep a conversation going with a girl that like wants to talk to you just has no responses? She'd respond to you consistently. But the responses are so dry, you wouldn't talk to her for a bit, and she's like, "Hey, where did you go?" And you're like, what? I thought I was bothering you. But you asking me where did I go? Because I haven't like responded in 30 minutes? Am I just amusing you right now? Maybe that's where it comes from. I think women use me for amusement sometimes because I'm gonna not that I'm gonna pander, but I'm a bit of a people pleaser, right? So if you want to do something with me, I'm not gonna go out of my way to like not do it. To some degree, work everything around me doing the thing with you, if that makes any sense. Like if you tell me today you want to go to the mall, by the way, I have a room. You have to tell me at least the day before. I need to mentally prepare to be in front of a lot of people for a very long time because I have crazy paranoia. Actually, yeah, no, I have serious paranoia and I really need to get that checked out at some point. At some point. Eventually. Maybe. One day. Nah. I don't need to get it checked out. I'll just live with it. Why is every guy like that with medical situations where it's like, I mean, I will get it checked out eventually. Maybe. Nah. Men, we gotta tighten up. Some things are not to be played with. You need to take your health seriously. Maybe I'm just lethargic in general. I'm just tired of people in general, and women just take a whole lot more energy to be around. Because I mean, even if I have to look at it right now, I haven't spoken to some of my friends in a long while, right? And the mere fact that I haven't spoken to them that much is it's kind of odd. Every now and again, I feel like I haven't spoken to the boys. This is weird. It's January. I haven't spoken to the boys. Usually we're together on the phone complaining about being broke and going back to varsity. If you are a woman, don't take this is so late to put a disclaimer in. But if you are a woman, don't take any offense. It's not like I don't like you. It's just you're tiring. Oh, that sounds so mean. It's not that I don't hate you. It's that I really just hate you. So if you are a woman that's listening to this, I don't like you. Nah, I'm joking. Drink water. Buenos dias.